Cold Lake's housing market is booming for the 2014 year, and builders are hard at work for the growing demand in the city. Now, the city has seen an increase of almost double since 2013 for build starts in between January and March. Fraser Snowden has more.
This year alone, the city of Cold Lake has seen 22 new housing starts for the area. In 2013, 171 building permits were written up, and officials expect the same or more this year. Gillis Uzinga, who is one of many builders in Cold Lake, says people are starting to take notice.
There's been more builders coming into town probably in the last 3 years. I would say that the amount of excitement here is at least doubled, and as you drive around town, you'll see the amount of activity that's going on. It's a tremendous place right now to be building.
New housing developments and subdivisions are going up all over town, including behind Canadian Tire and in Cold Lake North near the hospital. Muzinga says it's great to see the hustle and bustle of the industry because that means people have work.
Everybody is busy. Everybody is going full bore, and it's a good mix. Being busy means that workmen have work that they can count on. That means there's diligence going on, and that's good for the economy as a whole.
He adds that the winter months have made it difficult to push through.
Our company has been very busy, but it's been a tough winter, I have to tell you. When it's been minus 30 since about October 15th till just last week, it seems that it's been a tough winter to get through.
In Cold Lake, Fraser Snowden, Newcap News.
It's been nearly a year since fire tore through a cafe that many consider the heart of Lone Rock. But as Kyle Galver reports, the owners have rebuilt and are ready to welcome the community over for a cup of tea once again.
We're so sorry that it's happened and stuff, and it's going to be continuing. I know that people are going to.
This was last April, a day after a fire devastated the Four Seasons Teahouse in Lone Rock, leaving the Saskatchewan hamlet devastated. But fast forward almost a year, and the Parkins have rebuilt and are ready to reopen.
For me is relief. It's been a long, hard haul.
Everything was lost in the fire, except a pair of stained glass windows that now sit comfortably in the new restaurant. The shelves are lined with a new collection of teapots, all donated from area residents who just want to do their part to help.
Every day wanting to know when we're going to be opening the doors. They're behind us 100%. The whole community has been awesome.
Lone Rock is a tight-knit community, and despite the loss of the Teahouse, regularly scheduled Tuesday afternoon meetings for coffee continued at the Parkins residence.
They meet at my house now instead of the Teahouse, so anyhow, they're excited to come back to the Teahouse and have coffee here.
The new building includes a number of upgrades to the kitchen, and the restaurant is more than double the size of the old one. While it doesn't have the same sense of home that over a decade in the old Teahouse helped create, Bernice says they're working on it.
The majority of everything is going to be the same. Everything worked well before, so we're going to continue on with the way we've had it.
I think we need it here. If we don't have it here, then we basically are going to end up with nothing.
The Parkins plan to open the new Four Seasons Teahouse on the second Sunday of April with an afternoon s'morgue. Kyle Galver, Newcap News.
Well, if you're hoping to shed those winter pounds in time for summer, you'll want to pay attention to this next story. Now, in this week's Healthy Living, Anastasia gives us some advice to get into tip-top shape as 3 Newcap personalities are taking on a 12-week challenge to get fit.
That's it. Big stretch to the hamstrings.
It's day 1 for Brandon Bosler, Brendan Seeley, and Moses Woldu as they undergo rigorous tests to check their fitness level.
The first day is always kind of nerve-wracking, and so is testing. Anybody who's done fitness testing knows that it's sort of, there's a little competition going on, which is perfect for these guys, but they did awesome. They all move well, and they have a good start. They're all young, no injuries.
All 3 agreed to get into shape together to motivate each other, something they recommend to those wanting to become active.
You know, I want to feel better about myself and gain a little bit of muscle and look good.
Be a little bit more fit, be able to do some stuff, get back into sports. That's the main goal, really.
Personally, to be healthy, and it's a great way for being, I guess, a role model for those who want to do it. Saying, hey, you know what? Well, he's into sports. he's a sports guy. It would only make natural sense for me to kind of get into it once again.
If you're completely inactive, McGlattery says to just start moving. Whether it's going for walks or taking a spin or yoga class, staying away from processed food and opting for water instead of sugary drinks.
Easing into it and learning the proper form, getting the fundamental movement patterns down is extremely important before you try to push a ton of weight.
It's been about 7 months, so this is going to be painful. The whole 12 months will probably make me cry. Getting into shape is important.
By the end of the session, the guys admit it was a bit hard in the beginning.
I didn't feel so hot at the end of it, to be fully honest with you, but I mean, that's the starting point, and it just means when I do finish up, there's going to be a whole lot of difference.
But they won't be giving up anytime soon. Anna Stanislaw, Newcap News.
Turning our attention to Ag News now, the Saskatchewan government announced its agriculture budget this week, and Ag Minister Lyle Stewart feels it sets the industry up for a successful year. Kyle Gallagher caught up with Stewart in this week's Ag Report.
At $371.6 million, the 2014-15 agriculture budget is about $35 million less than last year. But Saskatchewan Ag Minister Lyle Stewart says those in the industry can rest assured.
I'm happy that it does everything we've done before, plus it enhances crop insurance again, and I think some very good enhancements.
The budget is highlighted by nearly $79 million for strategic initiatives like market development, and that includes enhancements to the crop insurance program as well as a livestock insurance program, a first for Saskatchewan.
We got busy with partners, that is Alberta, Manitoba, British Columbia, and the federal government, and developed a program for all of Western Canada that of course includes Saskatchewan, and in Saskatchewan it's administered by Saskatchewan crop insurance offices.
$26.7 million will go towards research and innovation. It's $1 million less than last year, but Stewart says it's just due to a change in commitment to the Global Institute for Food Security after giving $3 million in 2013.
It was always intended that our annual commitment would drop to $2 million for the next 6 years. And so this is the first year of the $2 million. And so the $26.7 million does everything that the $27.7 did last year.
Stewart is confident this budget will build on the record crop production and exports last year and help the industry continue to grow in the future.
It supports the industry as much as any budget ever has.
Kyle Gallagher, Newcap News.